Back to Sitting with Ashley. I'm Ashley. We're gonna do a collective reading to begin our evening, and then I'm probably gonna come back and do a story time, end of year review. God, there's a lot of notifications. Okay, so we're gonna use the Light Seers Tarot. We got Pink Floyd over here. I don't know. I started it with Led Zeppelin though, so we'll see what's gonna play next. Okay. Ready? We have Two of Swords and Two of Cups. Interesting. I gotta turn those off. Eight of Pentacles. So Two of Swords speaks to making a decision. Two of Cups is some sort of emotional offer. It's Lucy. Eight of Pentacles is hard work. Eight of Swords. This is interesting. We have mirrored energy. 2 and 8, which together equals 10, which are ends of cycles. So Eight of Swords is about like self-imposed bondage, like overthinking shit, which is similar to the Two of Sword energy. There's indecision, frantic, unable to trust yourself. But paired with this, with Two of Cups and Eight of Pentacles, this is balance in both sectors, physical and emotional. So maybe we're going through a couple things, or maybe we're becoming aware of the ways in which we allow ourselves to get stuck or overthink. Two of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. There's a relationship here between your physical, like the decisions you're making in the physical, and like the reciprocal nature of your spiritual and emotional health within that. Sword energy is mental. Interesting. The Queen of Wands is like very much spiritual, like balance, like finding your power. Interesting. Four of Wands, the Chariot, the Six of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. Let me get my leg up. Alright. Sorry. Okay. Four of Wands speaks to a solid foundation. But unlike the traditional tarot, the traditional tarot, it's talking about like a nuclear family situation. But in this deck, it's talking about more of like community foundation. I mean, yeah, lesbians are a thing. It could be love. But I always get like music festival energy with this, you know, like Burning Man energy, community. Followed by the Chariot and the Six of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. So maybe you're moving into like the spotlight because of the work that you've been putting in. Or maybe but I'm so confused about these two. Maybe this is what we're getting over. Maybe you've made the decision to, or maybe you're putting on a front in the physical and it's bringing, like you're not showing what's happening in your head. Three of Pentacles, I always caution with the Three of Pentacles, it is about conscious collaborations, but anything less than that I would caution you on, because there could be someone who has like wanting to steal your work or something. The reason I say that all the time is because this looks like a stoplight. So it's just a caution with the yellow on top or the amber on top. Chariot, someone could be coming in. Wow, the Eight of Wands, as I said, someone could be coming in. These are the two fastest cards in the deck. So there's movement. And maybe that's why your mental is a little bit off. I don't think it's off necessarily, but in both of these she's blindfolded. So what are you not allowing yourself to be honest with yourself about? Right? Jesus fucking Christ, can you just stay put? I get angry. We have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I did a reading not too long ago where the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, the Emperor and the Empress all came out, and the High Priestess and the Hierophant. All of those pairs came out, and it was like a very spiritually divided. It was the reading was called The Journey to Emperor and Empress or something like that. Oh my god, you gotta be fucking kidding me. As I'm saying that, the Empress comes out. The Empress is about like the ultimate divine feminine energy. Someone who's able to get like downloads or ideas and like implement them onto this plane of existence, right? With this hard work, with this spotlight. Empress energy. This is me and Niall's song. Africa. When it rains in Africa, the Nile River. Well, I mean, like in northern Africa, in Egypt and shit. Anyway, my son's named after the Nile. Knight of Swords. Speaking to integrity, speaking towards like chasing your dreams, chasing the things you want. So maybe you have to, maybe this mental energy is about leaving something behind. Finding balance within your own. Yeah, Three of Wands. Knight of Swords and Three of Wands. So this Three of Wands is like, both of these people have their backs to us. They're on their own path, right? Like when you turn your back on shit, it's because you are moving in the direction you want to be going, away from what you don't want, clearly. And you're ready to, there's a motorcycle and a surfboard. So maybe you're ready for like more action, more fun. Same. And bless the rays. This music video is weird. It's from the 80s. There's like swastikas and shit, if I'm not mistaken. Toto. What else? So maybe you're in this moment of thinking, or maybe you're just in this moment of finding balance because you feel something coming. Or like you feel like you're about to make a decision, or maybe you're just weighing your options. Maybe you're doing things and it's not being received. So you're choosing to do, as I say that, I split to the devil. Yeah, maybe there's some external energy around you that wants you to doubt your decisions or doubt your path. Story of my life. Then there's Justice coming out with the fucking Page of Wands. So your justice is you doing your own thing. Page of Wands with the Queen of Wands, right? So what ideas do you have? I feel like I'm supposed to use a different deck. What ideas do you have? Strength at the bottom of the deck. What ideas do you have that you are going to be bringing into fruition, right? The Empress is like my favorite card because she's pregnant with the fucking earth. Anything you want, you can create, you can make happen, but you have to be willing to do it. You have to be willing to make certain sacrifices. I'm not saying like ritual-based sacrifices by any fucking means. It's just a common word, okay? I mean, like, you have to, like, be willing to give shit up, right? With this, what can you walk away from? And it's less about walking away from, and it's more about walking towards what you actually want, not settling. So maybe you're finding yourself in a relationship that isn't working, or maybe that's where you're moving towards, or both, right? Because with the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups, I mean, there could be a relationship here. You know me, I don't really like to focus on that because we're more into like our self journey over here, but I mean, anything else? Justice. I have so many decks and I always use the same. I just bought 2 more. I'm so excited. I'm not going to spoil what I got, but we got 2 coming. I will be using the fuck out of those too. Ooh, a remote. Nice. I feel like I'm supposed to use a different deck. 9 of Pentacles. What is this? Circle of Life Tarot? I don't really want tarot. I think we need an oracle. The Nature Speaks is kind of calling to me, so I'll get that out. Remember when things start to feel a little bit hectic? To always go back to nature, right? Sorry, forgot what I bought. There's a lot here. It's like, dazed and confused. We use Earth Magic too. Alright. Anything else from this deck before I move on? Yes. 10 of Cups. What will bring you ultimate fulfillment? What's your happiness? 10 of Cups and 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So that's interesting. There could be partnership in your future. Or if you're already with someone, it could be that you guys are making the right decision to honor each other and honor your relationship by maybe making a move or doing something. I don't know. Bringing the life back. Because 9 of Cups is emotional fulfillment by yourself, and 10 of Cups is emotional fulfillment with another. So with 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups, and the 4 of Wands, there's definitely love here. Whatever that looks like for you. For you. I forgot about my rock and roll side for a little while because I've been like just in Stranger Things world. I'm gonna do a big critical overview of that once the finale's out. So next week. I'm waiting for my Hellfire shirt to get here before I do it. So Eddie was my favorite. If you're not a Stranger Things fan, what are you doing? I also was not until like November, and now I'm obsessed. It is so good. Tulip, trust in your efforts. So very much echoing the energy of the 8 of Pentacles and the Empress, right? So obviously with the nature cards, if there's a nature theme or like a plant that comes out, if you see that, that's a reminder of this energy. And it's kind of going to be a confirmation of you being on the right path. Because with the Chariot and the 8 of Wands, you're moving stealthy. Today I learned that there is 2 words, allude and elude. And I used it in the wrong context. Why is the fucking English language? Why does they make every fucking word with an E and an A? I used it in the wrong context. I felt embarrassed. But I didn't know that there were 2 contexts. Anyway, we have the Willow. Ugh, weeping Willows are my favorite. Veils parting. So whatever this energy is, this unclarity, for lack of better word, cloudy judgment energy, mental gymnastics energy. I mean, there's not really any negativity here, but if there was going to be negativity, it would be these two. The overthinking, the inability to make a decision, right? So with the veils parting with this willow, weeping willows are my favorite trees, by the way, very, very prevalent in the south, where I was born. I would say that the mental gymnastics is coming to an end, if you're not already there, right? Sunshine, shine forth. Led Zeppelin is. I didn't buy that CD. I need to buy their CDs. Misty Mountain Hop is my favorite, but this is a classic. Sunrise and sunset, new doorways. So shine forth through the new doorways. Again, giving this Six of Wands energy, standing in your own spotlight, right? Transition and change. So don't let yourself, that's echoing the Chariot and the Eight of Wands. So don't get in your own way. Allow things to move, right? Transition and initiation with the Walnut. Alright, I think that's, I mean, it's just echoing every fucking thing. Have you guys seen the movie Dazed and Confused? If not, I highly recommend it. I mean, it's not that great, but it's a classic. It's a cult classic. Has its moments. It's a movie about the 70s that was done in the 90s. Ooh, that's satisfying. I will share. Okay, it wasn't that good. It's never that good when I raise it. That's what she says. Alright, let's get some, I need to get my glasses tightened. God, the amount of weed I have smoked to this song is incredible. Alright, New Moon Promise. Again with the relationship. No, I'm kidding. Relationship down here. So yeah, maybe there's gonna be some sort of love work collab. Something like that. I don't know. Offering opportunity. What is? Take a chance. Take a chance on me. ABBA could be significant. Vulnerability, as I'm saying, take a chance. Gaia, nurturing, very much echoing the Empress energy. Celebration and dance, that Four of Wands energy. River, movement. We talked about rivers with Africa. Shaman, ancient healing wisdom. So continue to stay in your healing energy. Keep your head down, keep your, allow the universe to work for you. DNA, karma. Yeah, you're about to receive. I mean, it's a season of, it's always a season of karmic retribution, but if you're a good person and you've done good deeds. What is that from? Green Day. Nice. I walk a lonely road. Karma. Maybe you've been on this path by yourself for a long time. We have activation with wind and spring equinox, rebirth. Anything else? I'm glad I'm branching out and using decks again. I was getting really bored with those. I love them, but generational. So ancestors. So with ancestors and DNA, I feel like I'm talking to someone who has been the cycle breaker. You've been doing things differently. And if you haven't been, you are being called to. And maybe that's what this is too. Maybe you're really grappling with this. Maybe you're starting to step into your leadership, or you're like hesitant about it. Same. Start a YouTube channel. It's a really safe way, I'm kind of... I'm just thinking, because I'm about to do, after this, I'm going to do a year review. And so I was thinking about my vision board that I put together. or like my my vision board. I did one digitally for the year, and one of the things I wanted was the blue check mark. I wanted to be verified. And I was just cussing and fussing before I started this reading, because I was like, dude, I haven't missed a fucking day of posting. And if I missed a day, it was just like 1 or 2 days, like the entire fucking year. And I'm like, my numbers are so like low and like not going anywhere. And I did it multiple platforms. And so I'm just like, why am I being cock blocked? You know? So maybe you're feeling like that too. Maybe you're feeling like I am doing the work. I am bringing things into fruition, but I'm thinking about the other things that I also had on that vision board. So the bus was one, so we have the ambulance, right? More fun, more play. I don't remember, but anyway, I'm gonna do a video about it. But so maybe you're just not where you want to be with your goals, is all I'm trying to say, right? Maybe you're ready for the spotlight, but maybe you're not really ready. Maybe you're still grappling with that responsibility of leadership. I think the easiest thing to do with that is to, because I don't want to sell out, and I've seen this pattern with a lot of people, and maybe this is something you're grappling with too, because I'm feeling called to share. But a lot of people will go viral after 1 or 2 things, and then they get all these contracts for, selling out, right? Real big fish sell out. I don't want to sell out. I'm building so like maybe you're in this space of like having to be consistent, and maybe that's part of your process, because I'm in that too. But either way, whatever it is that you're grappling with, allow not only your ancestors or whatever it is you believe in, but also nature to work through you, right? Because like this 8 of Pentacles is all about like keeping your head down, working hard, but look at the time it's taking, the entire moon cycle, right? So, and also the gestation period of a pregnant woman is at least 9 months, for a healthy pregnancy. So allow yourself time. Time could be a big theme for you. But keep a balanced, stay balanced with it, because it's coming. Trust in your efforts, yeah. And it's coming quickly, because again, we have whatever it is you've been manifesting, it's coming. So trust and believe that. I'm in that space too. I get it. Oh, okay. Let's do one more deck quick. I cannot wait for New Year's Eve, bro. I posted my Stranger Things theory online today, and it got a good response on TikTok, which I'm not used to my shit getting any responses. And someone wanted to start some shit with me, so I got to do some nonviolent communication. You're wrong, and I'm like, it's just a theory. So I was like, what's your theory? Tell me what you think. If I'm so fucking wrong, like all caps, like, why are you yelling at me? Alright. I've got my TikTok up right here. Ooh, fancy. People like have been liking my comments, but I'm like, oh, that was a good comment. There's a picture of Gavin Newsom and that Pete gay guy from Ohio, and they're like, would you vote for this ticket? And I wrote, vote for women. Alright, the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So again, trusting in your efforts. What the fuck am I gonna call this reading? I don't know about you guys, but I had a lot of fun with that Dazed and Confused. I want more Led Zeppelin. Oh, since I can't shut the fuck up about it, let's listen to this in honor of Stranger Things. He's running up that road. I highly recommend it. Watch it. Just get Netflix for like a month. I will be doing the critical thing next week. That's going to be fun. I have to take notes. The Great Gathering is all coming together. Intuitive hits Soul Tribe. So yeah, with that 3 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands and the 2 of Cups and the 10 of Cups, definitely you're going to be aligning to others who are like you, who have similar missions. I mean, we're in that time, right? It's like important. That's one of the things I really liked about Stranger Things that I'm just going to mention, is that if you haven't watched it, there's this steady progression of people getting involved in the core group, and I thought it was beautiful. Like, it was my favorite part of the show, is how people got initiated into the group, how more people became involved. And so I feel like that's really resonating. Oh, I have goosebumps. Wow. So I feel like that's really resonating with that. You're like, we're aligning to the people who have similar goals, who have similar outlooks, who have similar paths. I have a mommy friend that I've been in contact with for at least 3 years, because her kiddo's 3. And we met online. She found me online and she reached out, and we've been talking for 3 years and we've never met. And she's in Phoenix, but she's been like back and forth between Phoenix and Prescott. And she texted me yesterday, and they were coming home from New Mexico, and they stopped by. So we finally got to meet. The kiddos got to meet. And it was really sweet. And it was just so, like, I never thought we were going to meet. And it was really nice. It was really nice. It felt like we just, because we've talked forever. But it was really sweet. So that was cool. So maybe that's it for you too. Maybe you're feeling like nobody gets you, or, allow things to happen, right? Continue to trust, right? And it takes time. Remember, there's timing here, all right? We have to be patient. All right, we have Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. It's all happening. Have you ever seen Almost Famous? Just say yes. Grr. And Dance with Life, do something to change your energy. So Dance came out twice. A couple times, really, within the other deck as well. I have a mess here now. So allow yourself to, maybe you have to move some energy around. Dance. I'm getting that Macklemore song, Dance. It's a funny song. And we danced. Okay. I will stop. I'm embarrassing myself at this point. But, allow yourself to trust this process. Whatever this is, don't let it overtake, because this is beautiful. There's so much alignment here. There's so many beautiful things. There's nature, there's cosmos, there's ancestors present in your path. Don't lose sight of what's happening, or what you really want, just because it hasn't happened yet. We have a new year, new you, right? So allow yourself to be in that energy of allowing, right? Not so rigid, and trust in what you've already done to get to where you're at now. And just think, if you don't give up, which we're not giving up, we're still here. Just keep working at it. I felt really called to go to our land this week, but then I didn't have any money, and I'm like, I don't want to go there without any money, just in case something happens. I need to be able to pay someone if something happens. And so I decided not to go, but it was this really intense calling to me. It felt like a pull, because the weather was going to get rainy, and I was like, oh, this would be the last time we could go for a while, even though I haven't been there in 2 years. So I don't know, it felt like it was like a reignition into the passion, right? Because it was like, that's why we're here, physically, geographically, where we're at, is to make that land happen. And yes, we're very comfortable right now in this house, but this isn't the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is home ownership on our own land, right? So I don't know, continue working, and if you need a reminder, or again, it's like an ignition, like a spark, rebirth, allow yourself to go through that process. Be like, You know, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm definitely not where I used to be. And allow yourself to call in what is going to keep you on track, and move your body, dance. Okay. St. Jude's is always coming on my YouTube. I really hate that subliminal. The House of the Rising Sun. The OG version. Okay. Have a good one.